Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Merman Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and today I'm bringing to you guys a review of this brand new pack of sleeves I have. These are the Pegasus Sleeves by Imperium Duelist. I'm excited to test these out. I think they're a relatively new sleeve that came out for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Imperium Duelist has been around for years, but I think this particular type of sleeve is still pretty new. And so I'm just going to sleeve them up here. I have my Gold Pride Punk deck here, and I'm planning to use these sleeves on this. I'm gonna put them on, do a quick shuffle, talk about how they feel, and see whether they're better or worse than some of the better sleeves on the market. I'm doing this sort of in preparation for a big giant sleeve video. I'm going to feature a couple of other sleeves such as these katanas and then the dragon shields as well, the matte version of the dragon shields. And so I'm super excited to kind of break into these and see what we're looking at here. So you guys can see on the side here, it says they're extra durable, tournament level, and superior shuffle. Now, a lot of people like to double sleeve lately, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do a single sleeve here. Just kind of show you what we have. It's 60 sleeves here. And we're gonna take a look and see kind of how they feel out of the package. So I'm gonna pop these open right here. Now, as you guys know, like I really do love like dragon shields as some of my favorite sleeves. Okay, so first impressions, I'm feeling they're kind of like player's choice sleeves in a way. And they say they're supposed to have a pretty good shuffle feel as well. So I'm kind of excited to see what we're dealing with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleeve up my deck here, and then we're going to come back through and kind of take a look and see how these sleeves feel. All right, guys, so I finished sleeving up the deck here, and pretty good first impressions. Card quality looks really nice through the sleeve as well. Kind of a little bit wider, but of course this is to be expected from the first pack of brand new sleeves. A little bit worrying here, kind of like the little divots here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see them, focus right in on there. So looking forward to kind of seeing how they shuffle. There is a little bit of friction coming from the front side of the sleeve as well, but this is something that I guess I'm looking forward to seeing. Also, the sleeve fits pretty well. The card fits pretty well into the sleeve. You can see here, there's a good amount of space at the top. I know that is a worry with some sleeves, so rest assured that if you buy these, they're going to be pretty good on that respect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set out my deck here, and we're going to pile shuffle this. And then what I want to do is just give this a nice shuffle. So you can notice a couple of cards went a little bit off there, but I think this should be fine. And so just want to get a good gauge of how this feels to shuffle. So, all right, starting out okay, first impressions are actually pretty decent right now. The cards are coming in. None of the sleeves are getting caught right now. What I will say, though, that I am noticing on an initial review here is a little bit of friction with pushing the cards in. So I guess we can also try this as well. That feels pretty good. So I am noticing some friction, but it's altogether a pretty nice shuffle feel. Not as good as something like a player's choice or, for instance, Dragon Shields fresh out of the box, but definitely better, I think, than a longer term Dragon Shield. So I'm excited to kind of see how these will play. So I'm gonna draw a hand, and then I can't really do the whole, this kind of thing where people kind of go like that, but it's interesting to kind of test and see how the sleeves work. If I activate this, how does the deck feel to search through? We're gonna grab this. Now, one thing that I am a little bit afraid about on these sleeves is how it's going to react to, kind of like some of the dirt and grime that you might have at an official event. So I'm gonna grab that, activate. And so I think that's gonna be super interesting for us to kind of like see. And so it's, shuffle that up. But in terms of like right now with initial shuffle feel, like there's a lot of people who will pick up sleeves solely to play at a single event, and then they're going to, toss the sleeves afterward. Now, my impression with these guys, it's a great sleeve for, if you're that kind of player. These sleeves will burn brightly for you at an event, but my guess is going to be that you will have to replace these at around like, if you're at a regional, like definitely after the regional, or, round 8 of the YCS, you're gonna have to like re-sleeve your deck to something different. So I don't get the impression from my initial look at these that they're going to be a sleeve that prioritizes like longevity. And I think, you're gonna see like scuffing on the back of them, and they're gonna get pretty grody over the course of an event. Although, I can't really say that right now, but I am headed to, at the time of this video, I'll be headed to YCS Rhode Island over the weekend. I plan to play this deck in the main event for a little bit, and if I, X3 or whatever, I'm going to go and play some side events and, Winamats and some other stuff like that, maybe some fun duels here and there. And through that time, I'm going to test this deck out and test these sleeves out and hopefully come to a conclusion about whether or not these sleeves have great or even good, like long-term potential, even after playing them at a large event. One of the benefits to a Dragon Shield sleeves, for instance, is the fact that those sleeves are really, really durable and they last a long time. And so it'll be interesting to see how these sleeves stack up. But guys, with that being said, that is an initial review of these Pegasus sleeves, and I look forward to talking to you guys after the event is done and I can give you a more in-depth review. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been the Mermail Master signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.